Oh,
what's going on, guys? You alright?
Oh
man, we're getting so old, guys. We're starting to crack. And I don't know. I think I got arthritis in my hand. My legs fall asleep. It's not good sitting in this truck all day long. Anyway, guys, I wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on. I had a full-length video for you, but it shot... I reset my camera settings, so I was having an issue with my GoPro, and it put it to like default settings, and for some reason default settings was a 4:3 ratio, and if you're not into like camera and recording and stuff, it's not, I don't know, it was a weird aspect ratio, and it was giving me a really hard time changing it to 16:9, which is YouTube's format, so that the whole screen fills up. It was just really bothering me. It was driving me nuts, and it wasn't playing right. It kept freezing and stuff. I wasn't sure. I don't know. So
that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I ended up having to scrap the video. Now, we have done a ton.
Yeah.
I brought a load from Indiana to Maryland. Yep. Then I went back up, grabbed another load, went down to Georgia.
Yeah.
Then I went. Yes?
No, went to Mississippi.
Mississippi. Then I went down to Florida. Picked up a load in Florida, brought that to New York. Yep. Then I went over to Indiana, brought a load down to Georgia.
And now we're down in Florida.
Now we're down in Florida. We're doing some eBay stuff, and
I sold something and like less than an hour putting it up. So this will be my second item that I sold.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
He did a lot better than me.
I shipped like 7 items the other day, so that was really good. But yeah, guys, we're down here, we're hustling, both on eBay and with this job. I want to make something, I want to tell you guys about this truck a little bit real quick. If you guys are interested in either getting into this, you know, RV transport, or maybe you're looking for a new truck or whatever, I highly, highly recommend, from my experience at least, that you go with a 1-ton long wheelbase truck. And the reason for that, and it doesn't matter if it's a single wheel or a dually. I mean, a dually would give you even more stability, but between the weight and the long wheelbase of a 1-ton, and especially if it's like a bigger trailer you're towing, it just holds the road so much better. This 3/4 ton short wheelbase with a 38-foot, 9,000-pound trailer on the back, with the slightest breeze, I'm rocking back and forth, and it's not good. It doesn't hold the road. It's definitely not impressive. When I had the 1-ton, when I had the Ram 3500 long wheelbase, it was way better. You know, being a heavier truck, it holds the road a lot better. It was much more stable. There wasn't nearly as much sway. So I got in contact with Enterprise, and I'm trying to get my hands on a 2020 Ford F350 single rear wheel, you know, long bed. I'm gonna try it for a couple reasons. One, because I know it's a heavier truck, so like I said, it'll hold the road a lot better, especially when I'm towing bigger units. And the other thing is, there's a lot of hype and a lot of talk about this 10-speed automatic that Ford has in their trucks, and they're saying fuel economy is great. Plus, the Ford has a 47-gallon fuel tank compared to this truck, which has a 32-gallon. Although if I would have got this truck in a long wheelbase, I could have had a 50-gallon. But they don't have any of those available, so we're gonna try. So I'm on like a list, kind of, you know, to see what happens. But at least I have this for now. I'm making money with this.
Making money moves.
But I really do want to get up to back to a 1-ton. It's just I feel much more confident in towing with that truck. You know, obviously there's plenty of guys out there that have done this job for years with a 3/4 ton. They not having any problems, and I'm not saying I have a problem, but I just like the way a 1-ton tows a lot better with a long wheelbase. Thank you. Have a nice day. Other than that, we are hustling. We got a load going from Florida to New York on Monday. We're picking that up. It's a nice little 31-footer, so that'll be an easy ride up, and it's just easy money, you know. And it's a pretty quick ride.
And we have a free night at Red Roof.
And I got a free night at Red Roof, so once we go back to Indiana, after we're done with that run, we'll park it there for the night, shower up, and...
lately we've been showering at Pilot because we had credits.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been... You know,
Pilot's been keeping up with it.
First of all, Pilot and Loves are a ripoff. I don't give a damn if you use your EFS card. Most of the time, if you go into like the Gas Buddy app, you can absolutely find a gas station for like 20-25 cents a gallon cheaper than any Love's, Pilot, or Flying J in the area. So the idea that you get a free shower when you gas up 50 gallons at you know, at Pilot or Love's or Flying J, whatever, is total crap. At that point, I'd rather just pay for my shower for the $10. But you know, the convenience of a Love's or a Pilot or a Flying J or a TA is that, you know, one, it's huge, it's a truck stop, so it's meant for larger vehicles, plus they have DEF, you know, at the pump. So
and they usually have good food.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's all crap.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
it's
like
all,
Burger King or whatever, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you don't have to go somewhere else to get the
right.
food.
It's a one-stop shop, and they know that, and they take advantage pretty much, more or less, you know. So yeah, so that's what I gotta say. We're just kind of hanging out. We're here at the park. Sam is gonna say something now.
Hold on. If you've been following us for a while, you would know that we're like we didn't know like if like we both had to go in separate, and then we were told a lot of couples say just go in together. And so we've
To
been
the shower.
Yeah, so we've just been doing that.
Yeah, so we just, you know, we use one shower credit, and you know, we just hop in there together. We're in and out in like 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, you have to be careful because the floor is damn freaking slippery.
Sometimes we take an extra 2 minutes though.
We had Cody in the car.
I'm just kidding, guys.
yesterday.
Calm down. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, right? I don't know if I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Anyway, we've been.
And I have good news.
Sam has
I
good
didn't tell
news.
him yet.
You're pregnant?
We're going to look at a van.
Whose van?
The one we really wanted to see. I got her address.
Guys, if you've been following us for like the smidget of time, you'll know that we are trying to get back into RV
pregnant,
life
you're so
or van life.
I'm pregnant with a food baby.
Taco Bell. So we're trying to get, like, we want to build out a van, you know, to live in, or an RV. And I know there's a lot of people that are judgmental and stuff, and if that's not for you, that's cool. You can just avoid those videos.
Yeah.
But we really like living on the road. We like not having a ton of bills and a mortgage or rent, or, you know what I mean? So, and we like traveling. So that's the best way to do it. So we've been looking for vans and RVs forever, and it's like either they don't like want to sell it, they don't answer the phone, or you know, they don't answer a text, or they never have a time to meet up, and it's very frustrating.
Excuse me.
I found this one RV the other day, like this first day we came down here.
We hustled to get down here.
I hustled to get down here. I was exhausted, and I hustled. So we go down to Ghetto, Florida. I mean, Fort Lauderdale, sorry. And I thought from what it sounds like, I thought Fort Lauderdale was nice. Maybe it is. There might be nicer parts. But this part was rough. It was really bad.
Yeah.
And
we drove 2.5 hours to go see this thing from Cocoa.
yeah.
But we headed straight down from Georgia, from the drop-off, to come see this thing.
Yeah. And everybody was making me feel very uncomfortable. Everybody's looking at us because we were, you know, whatever. We were way out of place.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, and I'm like, shit, you know. I was a little bit afraid to get out of the truck to go look at this RV because it was in a crap neighborhood.
And he was parked all the way back in his backyard.
Yeah. And a half hour before I got there, the guy calls me and goes, hey man, somebody just left from looking at it and they didn't like it. They thought it was brand new, and it's not, obviously. It's used. It's a 96. It's a 96 Class C. Coachman something. Yeah, I don't know.
And
I was like, yeah man, I figured that, you know, with the price you're asking, plus you posted photos and I could see it needs a little bit of work.
One photo on the inside.
Well, on the inside, yeah, and a couple on the outside. And I could see it needed work. It wasn't a problem. I was like, but dude, I told you an hour ago, which I called him an hour prior to that I'm on the way, you know. And when I tell you that, like, I kind of expect you to not show it to anybody else, you know what I mean? So we finally get there, and there's another guy walking up with me to come look at this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
He's like, oh, he told me to come head here now to look at it. That's what the guy told us. I was going to look at it.
I was like, I don't understand, man. Like, you know I'm coming, and I told you I'm 2 hours away. I don't know. He just wanted to sell it. Like, you know what I mean? He didn't care, like, who it was to or whatever. He just wanted to sell it because apparently he's moving to California or something. And Needed to sell it ASAP. Anyway, get there. Prior to this, he told me everything works, all the plumbing, all the electrical, all the appliances work. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. You know, it just needed like a little bit of work on the outside, and I think the overhead cab area is usually where they leak on those Class C's, so we might have had to repair a piece of roof or something, or some 2x4s. Guys, when I got there, it was way worse than what this guy had taken pictures of and what he had told me about. The whole interior roofing was black, covered with mold and stains, and the stairs to walk up into the coach were totally gone. He ripped them out. This RV was pretty fancy for back in the day, I think. 1996 had the electric stairs that when you open the door, they come down even lower so that you don't have to step up high into the coach. Ripped those out too. Those were gone. It was just a mess. The floor was a mess, destroyed. It was really disappointing. All the side doors, one of them wouldn't close all the way. The back bumper, part of the back bumper wasn't even there at all. It was totally missing. It was just in really rough shape, man. I was so disappointed.
And we were thinking about giving him a deposit because I saw it when we were doing a run, and I was like,
don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
thank
do that
God
ever.
we didn't.
Don't ever do that, because I'm done. First of all, I'm done driving far for anything. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you're not within like a half hour of where I'm at, I ain't interested, because people they either don't tell you the truth, they don't give you a full description, or they flat out lie, and they know that thing's a piece of shit and they don't want to tell you. Excuse me. So I'm like a half hour, 40-minute at the most driving to go look at something.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't give anybody a deposit. I was gonna give him $100 deposit. I was gonna send it to PayPal.
Yeah, first said no, I want half down.
No, 10%. Yeah, which is
Thank
way
God.
more than what I was gonna give him. So.
Yeah. Thank God we didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I was like, if you sell it before I get down there, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So don't do that, because nobody tells the truth. But we're looking. We're still looking. I'm open to either an RV or a van.
Yeah.
And
But the one that we're going to look at is a 15-passenger van.
yeah.
And we follow a van life page, and I asked if anybody had like that kind of van.
Beautiful
and the way
vans.
that they set it up
it's
inside,
amazing.
it was so nice.
Really nice.
And I like that it's extended so we get more room.
Right. So it gives you like a big living room area, if you will, even with like a queen size. They had queen size beds in there, and it's still a big living room area, and nice TV on the wall, and a little kitchen area with a what's that called? Like a prep area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it was really nice, very impressive. Wood floors, beautiful wood floors.
Once I saw how people were fixing it up inside, I was like, I want this to.
I was like, okay, I can do that. So.
We like the mobility. We know some people don't agree with the van life or anything like that. But
this one guy, like a couple weeks ago, I made the mistake of sharing our page on the RV, on one of those RV transport pages, to try to get my name out there, whatever. And this one guy, I guess, comments. He went through a couple of our videos and comments, and he said, "Oh, I can see how you guys don't have any bills. You live in a shed." I live in a shed, apparently, because if you guys have been following us for a while, you'll know that we tried the off-grid life, which still has my heart, honestly. I still love the idea of it, and I really would like to do it one day, so don't get mad at me if you ever see me buy another piece of land. I'm just letting you know.
So we found some pieces that allow it down here.
Yeah.
For now.
So we bought a shed. We're going to convert it to a tiny home, and we're going to make it really nice.
And if you watch YouTube videos and you see how people transform it into tiny homes, it'll blow your mind.
But this guy watched like one video and
immediately judged.
And said, "There's no way you can make money with the Enterprise rental truck, this and that." And he's like, "Oh, I see how you make any money with the Enterprise rental truck. You live in a shed." I'm like, "Oh man."
And we didn't want to go back and forth with the person, so we just deleted the comment.
I just deleted his comment because I'm not like, and I'm not one that like can't take it, but like, I don't really want negative comments on the page.
And don't judge somebody on the way that they live.
I think he was just mad because he probably had like a $2,000 mortgage and 3 kids and a wife to feed and all these bills, and probably bought his truck and has a payment on his truck, and now he has to work and kill himself to pay for that truck. So, haters gonna hate, I guess. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to update you guys, let you know what we're doing. We're still here.
You guys are probably gonna see a video tomorrow of us if we grab this van.
Yeah. yeah, we'll give you guys a little tour and kind of show you the ideas that we have for it if you're interested in that. Yeah. So go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe.
And I'm picking up a thing today. It's a mannequin looking thing. It doesn't have the head or the legs, but I have some clothes and I want to be able to get more clothes to put up on my shop because I actually are on these other apps that you can sell clothes.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to present them really nice. So I'm going to get this thing. She's 7 minutes away from where we're at.
Right now.
So I'm excited to get that.
If you guys haven't already like looked into it, if you're gonna do this job with RV transport, you have to.
Sorry that we're like jumping around.
Yeah, yeah. I just my mind is racing, but you have to have an alternate means of income with this job because there are times, a couple times a year, where it really slows down, and when people don't have any money in savings or anything like that, or they don't have another income, they freak out. And you'll see people on these RV transport pages like, oh, when's it gonna pick up? I just signed up. I just got leased on and nobody told me about this, or they did tell me about it and they told me it's gonna be dead for the next 7-8 weeks. What do I do? It's just, you know, it sucks, but if you have a backup plan, backup means of income, you'll be good to go. Yeah. So, you know, maybe look into eBay or look into something.
SSI or whatever. this would be great for you.
Yeah, so look into something. I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna throw it up. Like I said, subscribe, like, comment, and share it with all your RV friends and family and neighbors and van life and RV.
Help us get to 500.
We need to get to 500. We need to get to 500. I need to get to 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. I'd like to get to 1,000.
but we need to get, you know, we need to get going. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. We really, really appreciate it. Cody appreciates it. And we will see you guys in the next one.